Tomorrow, CoreLogic will release house price data for March. What sort of surprises are we expecting? It to become perhaps more unaffordable for people under the age of 40?
Yep, it looks like it's going to be even more unaffordable for people under the age of 40. Back in February, property prices across Australia jumped 2.1%. That was the largest increase, according to CoreLogic, since August 2003, so the biggest jump in 17 years. Tomorrow, AMP Capital are expecting prices to rise even further than that. They're predicting we could be seeing the largest monthly gain in property prices since the 1980s.
Wow.
And Sydney and Melbourne in particular could experience some of the largest price rises across the country. There's certainly been a huge buyer frenzy of late. First home buyers are desperately trying to get into the property market. They feel like they're starting to get priced out of it. The big thing, obviously, keeping prices going up, up and up is the Reserve Bank with record low interest rates. People can borrow huge amounts of money at the moment and pay it off over a long period of time. But the big question and the big risk with this, in a few years' time, when the cash rate does go up, will those people be able to afford their monthly repayments? The head of APRA spoke yesterday saying he's not concerned about rising property prices at the moment, but I think he needs to go down and check out a local auction in his area and just see how much the frenzy really is.
Yeah, especially when it's going millions, multiple millions of dollars over reserve. That's what's happening in Sydney and Melbourne anyway. Meanwhile, let's go to Brisbane. Also huge price rises in Brisbane too when it comes to houses. But what impact is this lockdown having on Australia's economic recovery, Ed?
Look, right now it's obviously Brisbane only. Small businesses in Brisbane are going to be suffering the most. It's also going to be a big hit to Brisbane's tourism sector and northern Queensland as well. Their tourism sector too is going to suffer. It's really just a matter of time. How long is this lockdown going to go for? The longer it goes, the more national this will be economically. So Australia's economy is recovering, but this could be a speed bump which sets us back.
Okay, and just onto the federal budget, Ed. It's going to be released next month. Commonwealth Bank is expecting the budget deficit to substantially be better than expected at the mid-year update in December.
Yeah, mid-year update in December, there was the prediction was our deficit would be $198 billion coming up at this federal budget, which usually is expected to come out on the 11th of May next month. Month after.
Yeah, but we're getting ahead of ourselves there.
I got a bit ahead of ourselves there. But CBA say...
The year is going fast though, Ed.
It is. CBA say with more people back in work, that means more people paying taxes, less people on JobKeeper. So the deficit's gone, they're predicting from $198 billion down to $145 billion. So $55 billion better off for our economy, which is a really good sign.
All right, yep. And we do know when the budget is taking place, that's for sure, in May.